Yo, it's Joey Gambello tuning into Witty Smitty News.
Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News. Join with the smoked out champ, DP the pause, Mercenary.
You're the worst.
No, but fire battle with JayyOhh yesterday. Beast mode, no smoke breaks. Your Toronto and Beast mode debut.
Yeah, man.
Talk about it though. How you think the battle went?
I thought like it went really well. I mean, I didn't want to sleep on my opponent, and it wasn't really about JayyOhh per se. Like I just wanted just the opportunity. I wanted to just really make an impression and bring my best. And to my surprise, JayyOhh like really leveled up. Like he had the room very clearly in that battle. I think the footage is probably going to tell it's hard to. For me, being up there, it's kind of hard to differentiate who won and who lost because it's it's in the moment. But man, I do remember he did have some fire material. He also it was a lot better than the stuff I studied to prep for him. That's for sure.
So as I mentioned, first time in Toronto, Beast mode. What were you expecting coming out here?
I was expecting to get made fun of a lot. I was expecting it to be really cold, and so that's 2 for 2 for sure. Y'all definitely lived up to that expectation. I wasn't sure, man, because like every scene's different. You don't know what to expect. It's but yeah, I was expecting come up, make some connections, and as far as the battle goes, I was just put my best foot forward, and gain the respect of the league in some way, shape, or manner through the art I portray, I guess, and yeah.
So you said JayyOhh leveled up here. What were you expecting from him overall going into the battle then?
I wasn't expecting him to have the charisma he did. I thought that he would try way too hard, and that would take away from his performance. He also had some real room shakers and stuff, man. Like usually it's like he's one of those guys, like reaction guys, right? But like he had some real good stuff that got some good pop from the audience as well. And also I think that his way of performing, there's a lot that doesn't really translate well on the camera, right? So when you're up there and you're in a room, the intensity that JayyOhh has, especially when I'm standing right in front of it, it's I didn't really see that coming because it didn't really show on the camera. It's just some things you can't replicate and duplicate. So yeah.
If you came back out here, who were some people you'd be interested in battling?
Dang, that's a really tough question, man. Not saying it's got to be beast mode or nothing, but Lev Corso is definitely on the hit list. Considering someone like Franchise as well, I think that would be a good clean spar. I'm gonna have to look at the footage, see who else y'all got, but yeah, man, that's basically
you and Lev is one I feel champ versus champ. Just
it's got to happen.
Storyline, narrative, all that shit kind of works
building
out
for sure.
So obviously you're from the West Coast, smoked out GZ Van. Do you feel you guys get enough respect out there?
I feel like with the King of the Dot division, I feel like we're probably the most slept on, to be honest. And
where would you rank you guys then, division wise?
Division wise, I'd say we two or three. I think realistically right now.
So who would you have at 1 then?
Who would I have at 1? As far as actual divisions go and not just events, I think that the talent pool in Toronto honestly is really killing it, and I've got a lot of respect for what y'all do out here, which is why I was super excited to take this battle out there because of the scene was already popping here.
So why do you think you guys are so slept on?
I'm not sure. I think it's a promotional thing. It could be they're not really interacting as much. I mean, I guess what I noticed is a lot of these other divisions, they throw these huge cards that are kind of backed by Organic and Gully. get their own trailers and things like that. They're promoted in the talkback forums and stuff. So when these events come up, even when we're doing our thing in Vancouver, like it gets some recognition and acknowledgement, which is cool. But very often it's, for whatever reason, it's just pushed to the side for these other events in Toronto and Detroit, and obviously like things like Mass 3 and Blackout and all that. So I think that if the staff at King of the Dot kind of like placed more emphasis on what's going out in the West as well, but I guess that's Canada. We've always been slept on. Smoked Out Battles, I think, is starting to make an impact, but again, I feel like there's got to be creative ways we can just kind of get the word out and market, which, again, that was one of the things I was trying to do as well. I came representing the team. A lot of people never heard of me, let alone Smoked Out. So now, like, after what I did, I had like at least like 7 people hit me up. It's like, hey, I want to battle out in Smoked Out Battles. Like, who do I hit up about that? So it's a really good look. Big names too, man. Like, I'm gonna keep my lips sealed on that one, but we got a big look coming our way. Let's put it that way.
Now, Ellipsis, Pigsty, obviously more notable guys from out there. Who are some other people you think that guys should be looking for, though, fans should be looking for?
Dext one for sure. Check out my Jeezy with him. Absolute stop glass.
Self-promotes, of
Yeah,
course.
that's all I gotta say. Jaws is another one. I think that Copacetic for sure. He just had his World Dom plate, and we're all pushing for that. It's really good. Let's see, man. You put me on the spot. It's kind of hard, but there's another Gingerbread Man. I don't know if I said him already. Did I?
No.
Yeah. He's fire. He's taking a break right now, but he'll be back. It's gonna be good. I think from Smoked Out specifically, like we got people like Rev Ron. He's an absolute killer, as is Creative as well. Like people like Devious and things like that, and let's see, I'm trying to think of some more. There's some more. Jim West, he's from Nova Scotia. He represents our East Coast for us. Craig Mabin is from Alberta as well. So like he's kind of like the top guy from that division. He's probably getting a title shot probably next year, trying to challenge me. Not beat him before you, so you can check that battle out too.
Now I want to touch your beginnings. 2015 Smoked Out, Josh G. Now, Verstriker has that as your first. Is it your first or just first with footage?
Well, I mean, yeah, in a written format, it's my first battle.
So what was it got you into battling then?
Well, I guess, like, sometimes you just feel like you're made a certain way, right? I think, like, I didn't really relate as, like, I do music and I'm good at it. I just don't feel I kind of relate and have that same passion, like just the whole format of it, man. But like I was wanting to get into it, I was unsure. So if I could like be myself in that kind of environment, or whether I would just be the type to just switch up on people and all of that. So I enjoyed freestyling at school. I've always kind of had that aggressive feel about me. I'm a really competitive person, and so like with the skills I've got with writing bars and freestyles and all of that, and just like the whole like need for competition in some way, so like it's a beautiful like outlet for that as well. Like, and I think that's like a common thread for a lot of battlers, and it's kind of like an escape for them as well, where they kind of get to like show them how they really feel in an appropriate way, instead of like doing stupid stuff, so that's kind of what it was for me as well. Like it just fit me perfect. I love it. I've got a passion for it, and yeah.
20 battles in, who's been the toughest?
Who been the toughest? Man, it's been like, this year's been an uphill climb, man. Like my last title match with Whoomp, there it is. It was like a 3-2 decision, and that's significant for me too, because like I had writer's block for that battle. Like I couldn't think up what I wanted to think up. So it was a challenge. It was basically like me versus myself, trying to get the motivation. Next one as well was a tough one because I still had the whole writer's block thing. I was really discouraged.
So how do you deal with writer's block usually?
I pray and I just keep pushing. Like I push all the negative feelings aside and I just go for it.
Well, DP the Mercenary, Witty Smitty News, no smoke breaks, beast mode. Shout out to Smoked Out. Fuck. Thank you for coming. You fucking killed it down here. I thought it was a really, really good performance. The battle was fire overall. The whole event was crazy. VOD verse tracker. Be on the lookout for him. GZ, Van, Smoked Out. Make sure you subscribe to their shit too, man. Tell them where they can hit you up, social media and all that.
Just type in DP the Mercenary. You'll have my personal page. You'll also have my artist page as well. I'm also on YouTube as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Instagram, dp.the.mercenary. Got like clips of battles and pictures and all that too. So follow me on all that stuff, man. Let's build.
We are here, man. Witty Smitty News.